Imagine a world where Earth's continents are barren wastelands, where no grass, flowers, or trees exist. Instead, the planet's most complex lifeforms thrive in the oceans, giant, sleek predators with rows of razor-sharp teeth. Now here's the shocking part. This isn't some sci-fi dystopia. This was Earth, 400 million years ago, and those predators were sharks. They were here before trees. Yes, you heard that right, before the first tree sprouted from the ground, sharks were already dominating the seas. But how is that even possible? What did the planet look like back then? And how have sharks managed to outlive mass extinctions that wiped out 99% of all life on Earth? Stick around, because the story of sharks isn't just about survival, it's about evolution, adaptation, and a bizarre twist in the history of life itself. Sharks are often seen as terrifying predators, thanks to movies and pop culture. But the truth is, they're also living fossils. These creatures have been around for over 400 million years, adapting and thriving while the rest of life on Earth struggled to keep up. To put that into perspective, the first dinosaurs didn't appear until 150 million years later. Trees? They showed up a full 50 million years after sharks. What's even crazier is that sharks have outlasted 5 mass extinctions, including the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Think about that, while T-Rexes were obliterated, sharks were swimming along, doing what they do best. How? What makes them so resilient? In this video, we're diving deep into the untold story of sharks, from their prehistoric origins to their role in today's ecosystems. You'll learn how they've shaped life on Earth in ways you'd never expect. Here's the thing. Despite being one of nature's greatest success stories, sharks are facing a crisis today. Overfishing, habitat destruction, and the demand for shark fins have pushed many species to the brink of extinction. It's ironic, isn't it? These creatures survived mass extinctions and ice ages, yet now, they're at risk because of us. But before we talk about their future, let's go back to their past. Because understanding where sharks came from, and how they've evolved, might just help us appreciate why saving them is so important. Let's rewind to 400 million years ago, to the Devonian period. This was the age of fish. Earth looked nothing like it does today. The continents were clustered together in a supercontinent called Gondwana, and the land was barren, with no flowering plants or trees. But the oceans? They were teeming with life. And at the top of the food chain? Sharks. Early sharks didn't look like the sleek predators we know today. They had bizarre features, some had armored heads, others had spines sticking out of their backs. One species, Cladosolake, was about 6 feet long, with a streamlined body that made it a swift hunter. Over millions of years, sharks evolved into more familiar forms. By the Jurassic period, they had perfected the traits that make them such efficient predators: cartilaginous skeletons, multiple rows of teeth, and sensory systems that could detect the faintest vibrations in the water. But their journey wasn't without challenges. Sharks have survived every mass extinction event in Earth's history, including the Permian-Triassic extinction, also known as the Great Dying, which wiped out 96% of marine life. How did they do it? Scientists believe their adaptability played a key role. Unlike many species that rely on specific habitats, sharks are incredibly versatile. Some can survive in both saltwater and freshwater. Others can go weeks without eating, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Fast forward to today, and sharks are still essential to ocean ecosystems. They keep fish populations in check, ensuring the balance of marine life. Without sharks, entire ecosystems could collapse. But here's the twist. Humans are now the biggest threat to their survival. Every year, around 100 million sharks are killed, often for their fins. This has led to a sharp decline in shark populations, with some species losing over 90% of their numbers in just a few decades. The irony is staggering. A creature that has outlived dinosaurs, ice ages, and mass extinctions might not survive the next century, all because of us. Sharks are more than just predators. They're survivors, shaped by 400 million years of evolution. They've seen Earth change in ways we can barely comprehend, and they've adapted every step of the way. But now, their future depends on us. If we want to keep the oceans healthy, and preserve one of nature's most remarkable creatures, we need to take action.